On this Earth Day weekend, it appears the partisan gap over climate change is growing wider. According to a recent Gallup poll, 69% of Republicans say climate change is exaggerated, compared to just 4% of Democrats. That split can create challenges for Republicans who believe that global warming is real and poses a serious threat. And 97% of climate scientists agree. Former South Carolina Congressman Republican Bob Inglis represented what he called the reddest district in the reddest state. He went from climate change denier to a believer after a visit to the South Pole, and he says that shift cost him his seat in Congress. But now he's on a mission to win over conservative skeptics. Bob Inglis joins us from Greenville, South Carolina. So nice to have you, sir. Thank you for being with us. Walk me through, if you will, how that exactly happened. How did you lose your seat after you stopped being skeptical about climate change?
Well, I committed various heresies against the Republican orthodoxy at the time, I suppose. But the most enduring was just saying climate change is real. Let's do something about it. But that came from a conviction of, my son talking to me about it, and then a trip to Antarctica, and then another trip to the Great Barrier Reef with the Science Committee, seeing the evidence all along the way, but mostly just finding a solution that could work. And that's, of course, what we've got to show conservatives, we believe.
The data around climate change, I mean, there's lots of sort of solid, factual data points, and yet a lot of the conflict seems to come because it's become a political and sort of values conversation versus a data conversation, right?
Right, and a lot of that is because conservatives haven't heard a solution that fits with their values yet. What they've heard is that a bigger government is going to regulate our very breath, and that the UN's going to be involved, and the Wall Street traders are going to get involved. And if that didn't work, then we're going to have a regulatory answer called the Clean Power Plan. None of that's attractive to conservatives.
I remember when we first started talking about climate change decades ago, it was always kind of around like the polar bears. It wasn't framed as an economic conversation. And I think that's been problematic as well.
Right, and that's certainly the case. And it's also been something that's been a long way away, right? And thankfully, here recently, for example, we brought those estimates of impacts closer in. We're experiencing them now. But for example, a foot of sea level rise in Hampton Roads, Virginia by 2050. That's within the lifetime of some of the people listening to us right now. And so a foot of sea level rise, that's better than talking about 2100, because there are a lot of us that won't be here at that point. It's also true that we got to get the whole world in on this, and that's something that I think conservatives have been especially sensitive to, is that if you can't get China and India in on this thing, it is worthless to proceed alone. Reason is you cause people to pick up and move their plants from here to there. When they get there, they're going to emit more than they were emitting here. So you actually lose jobs, plus you lose the race, and we think it's a race to reduce emissions. And so how to get China and India in on this thing and the rest of the world is crucial. So we would put a price on carbon dioxide through a carbon tax, cut taxes elsewhere, and then apply that tax on imports at the border.
Do you get a sense that the administration currently wants to embrace this in any way, shape, or form, and don't you need that?
Well, it's a challenge for us, obviously. Scott Pruitt, I think, if he's listening, probably doesn't agree with what I'm saying, but somewhere deep down he probably does. It's just that right now he's playing to a crowd that you basically told them what the snake oil salesman has said, which is we're going to bring your coal jobs back and frack on natural gas. Eventually, the facts come and overtake you. And so we think that that's going to happen, and that people that have been sold snake oil are going to basically ride the snake oil salesman out of town on a rail.
Do you see a difference in how young people, young Republicans, look at this issue?
Oh, absolutely. The young conservatives say, hallelujah, somebody talking about my future. But unfortunately, their parents and grandparents are harder to come around. But we believe the kids can help us get to them, just like my son and daughter has got to me.
Bob Inglis is a former congressman in South Carolina today. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your time.
Great to be with you.